Gotta shooting jump shots before a ball, gotta warm up. 1942 shots, got her throwing up. Rich niggas, bad bitches all around, got it going up. 6 foreigns outside, back to back when we stroll up. Yo, bitch know I'm going up. The block know I'm going up. My boys know I'm going up. My ice, I'ma throw it up. Rich niggas, bad bitches all around, got it going up. 6 foreigns outside, back to back when we stroll up. 6 foreigns outside, it's just me and my compadres. Crew of bad bitches with us, bad as Beyonce. I got hitters around me and they gon' do whatever I say. Still can call the plug and get whatever off of my face. We in here shooting jump shots, be quiet for the storm, we finna dumb out. There's motion pictures every time we come out. The money's similar to water, cause it don't run out. The ice look like Voss, you fucking with me, nigga, thumbs down. Skirt off in that TRX, looking like a monster truck. We look like the new BMF, and ain't nobody sponsor us. Got every different Prezi boy, Barack Biden and Trump. If you really ballin', throw some motherfucking bands up. Shooting jump shots before a ball, gotta warm up. 1942 shots, got her throwing up. Rich niggas, bad bitches all around, got it going up. 6 foreigns outside, back to back when we stroll up. Yo, bitch know I'm going up. The block know I'm going up. My boys know I'm going up. My ice, I'ma throw it up. Rich niggas, bad bitches all around, got it going up. 6 foreigns outside, back to back when we stroll up. Got a pea gumbo, finna sit here and roll up. Squirt a pea walk, I'm finna pull me a cold cut. I gotta meet my quota, I'ma grind for the whole month. And if you thought that we'd ever fall off, you don't know what. Ain't nothing you can say about me, I'm doing my shit. Got some niggas that don't play about me, don't be in my mix. You better come and get your whole dog, you can shit on my dick. You know this shit just like the streets, if she don't move, she get hit. Left out the bank 100 racks, look like I hit me a lick. Ain't got a question me, I'm stumped down, I come from the 6. Don't get it fucked up cause I'm humble, I ain't nothing like them. I don't know this damn shit, I don't pay no fucking rent, that's why I'm shooting jump shots before a ball, gotta warm up. 1942 shots, got her throwing up. Rich niggas, bad bitches all around, got it going up. 6 foreigns outside, back to back when we stroll up. Yo, bitch know I'm going up. Block know I'm going up. My boys know I'm going up. My ice, I'ma throw it up. Back to back when we stroll up.
Talk with him on Twitter. What it do? What it do with the people? How y'all doing? What's up with the people? Yup. 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 We back. We back. We back. It's the script. Who-Bangin Sports Talk. You know what I'm saying? Who-Bangin Sports Talk. NFL, the script. Welcome back to the show. We are back. This is week 4. Week 4. Ready for the week. Ready for the week, man. I started off with a little peasy. It's called the warm up. It's only right. Called the warm up. We're trying to warm up because last week I was in Atlantic City. Shout out to the church boss made. Who-Bangin Sports Talk Atlantic City. Become a member. You may have a chance to get what you want. Become a member. You may have a chance of getting you one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that are members. Appreciate y'all. If you was in Atlantic City, you got one. You know what I'm saying? That's off top. But if you are a member, you may be able to get one of these spliffies. Maybe you might want to get one of these spliffies, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, DJ, Big Boss, NFL, the script. This is week 4. It's a lot of key games that we got to go over. It's obviously games on already. Let's go straight into it, bro. Let's go straight into it. Okay. Game on right now. Pittsburgh whooping BTA out there in London. Is this London or is this I thought this was I forgot, bro. Which one is this? Which one? Where is this one at? Shout out to the people in the chat, man. It's out there overseas for sure. I forgot that this is in London. You normally throw the London shirts on first, right? Don't they normally do that? Bruh. Why did I not push it? What the fuck is wrong with my... What the hell? Yeah, that's not the London game. London game next week. London game next week. That's the Browns. Vikings stand close out there, though. What's the game is this? Where's this game at? What's up with the boy Carson Wentz? What's up with the boy Carson Wentz, man? I want to give y'all a live look at this game. Actually, I do want to give y'all a live look at this game. My apologies for being a little bit off. So let's go and start off to the games that I got to know. Because this game just figuring this shit out just threw me off, bro. My fault, y'all. My fault. I gotta go get back on track here. So yeah, there's a lot of games, a lot of key games in here. First game that sticks out to me, I would honestly say this Eagles Buccaneers game. Obviously Buccaneers are 3-0. Eagles are 3-0. Something has to give. Something has to give here. Wherever you stand, put a flag in there. You kind of got to give the Eagles their credit from what they've been doing. What they have been able to do over the last few games. I mean, shit, few years, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to really talk about it, but we will talk about it. I'm gonna hold out on going in depth with this game. But the Eagles on the road for the first time here, going on the road playing the Bucks. It is an interesting game. It's an interesting game. It's an interesting game. So that line here, let me pull up the line. I got the bullshit up right now. Bro, I am not gonna lie. This is cold. My boy got this. I see you in the background, LJ. Don't worry, bro. Whenever you're ready, holla at me. Shout out to LJ. LJ up in here. Will be joining us shortly. Yeah, man. So this game that I was talking about early, obviously it's at 14-0. 7.5 is the live line. We're going into the second quarter. I don't really 14-6. These boys out here getting smoked out. You know what I mean? It's pretty much over with. I think that game is pretty much over with. I'm whenever you're ready though, bro, just give me the heads up. Yeah, I got you. All right, my fault. I was looking at something. Shout out to LJ, man. LJ, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man?
Top of the morning, man. Can you hear me? Audio good?
Yeah, you good. You good. You clean, as they would say. You clean. Do you have anything in this first game, bro?
Nah, I didn't have none in this game. It's too early, man. I didn't feel like trying to dive into none of these. Both these teams are kind of got issues going on both at the offensive side and the defense. Well, not so much the defense with the Vikings, but I just got to get a little bit more sample size with these teams to try to find some. So, just want to talk about the noon games that's finna pop off a couple hours.
Right.
Of course,
we ready. Yeah, you got your team right there. We didn't really go jump in. This is how we always do. Both of our teams play early. And I had man, let's talk about your team first. CJ Stroud, they had a stat up, bro, where they talked about how he went up to Caleb Williams. Talked to Caleb Williams, and ever since then, he been trash ass ever since then. But leading up to that, bro was on fire. We thought he was Jaden Daniels prior to, you know what I'm saying? Now Jaden Daniels ain't looking like Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, I like Drake May. I think Drake May playing really solid right now. I like Drake May. So I got a little love for Bryce Love and Drake May. We'll talk about that one later. But I think this is a bounce back game here for quarterbacks, including the Titans. I think Titans just, man, I don't know. I just don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking know. The Titans definitely should have played a lot better. Maybe the Colts are really the shit. Maybe they're really the shit. We're going to find out today for sure. Shit. It's hard to evaluate the Titans because I really had high expectations for them, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. Yeah, man. I really like them to get smoked, honestly, here because I think that you guys are bouncing back just as much as they could bounce back. That leads me towards the over. I was thinking about both teams to score in the first quarter. The only thing that stops me is that I gotta trust the fucking boy Cam Ward. I kind of don't want no more money on Tennessee. This will be my third week in a row. This will be my third week in a row trying to do that, and I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So that's how I'm feeling in this one, bro. What do you think, bro? What you think?
Well, I think that the Texans are in a viable position today because Both these teams, as you mentioned, are 0-3, bro. And this is a division game. And the Titans may be possibly the worst team in the AFC. Now, you just mentioned Houston. We had high hopes coming into the season, but all of us know that follow this team is that we've always had offensive line issues. And the only reason why it was masked last year in some instances because Joe Mixon was back there running the ball. He masked a lot of our issues because if you have a threat to run, you can open up the pass. And that's how the Texans had big plays last year. This year, that's not there because Mixon is not in that backfield. So now CJ has to make things up. He has to compromise, and he also has to rough his life because he's not being protected. So we can't sustain drives in order for our offense to get going. So what does that lead? Our defense on the field all the time, making plays because our defense is solid. We get them off the field. You're not just bullying our defense like that. But once the offense get back on the field, what happens? Turnover, maybe, bad field position. So they got to give the ball right back to the other team. So all that said, I'm going to be on my Texans today because I believe they have to win this game. You cannot lose to a rookie quarterback first year in your division. And you've won this division the past year since CJ's been this starter. That would be a bad look for the Texans today if they lose this game. So,
and they can, bro. They can because both offensive lines suck ass. I don't know what the numbers are right now, but I gotta look at that. The both offensive lines suck ass. So you think CJ gonna run for his life today, or are you gonna be able to make these passes?
They're gonna have to come up with a scheme in order so he don't have to run for his life. Because I believe the fact that the Titans offense is so trash because they're not even averaging 5 yards per play. Cam Ward is struggling, but it's more so his receivers are really not catching the ball, making plays for him, but for him to be the most sacked quarterback in the NFL so far at 15 shows you that his offensive line is just as trash as ours. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that we're the home team, I believe that we can sustain enough of the momentum in the game to make plays and get up on them early. That way they would have to try to fight their way back. And Cam Ward, rookie quarterback, without, trailing behind, that's a tall feat for him right now because he doesn't have the tools to make that happen. So I believe we win this game, but I believe we cover. I believe that. I'm gonna be on Jimmy's show later on, so I'm gonna give all this out on his show later on. But I'm on my Texans today to cover this spread because I see I have a trend that Ralph Michaels puts out on Wager Talk. So I need to find it, but it correlates to the Texans today. So
okay,
hold on, let me find it.
All right. So I did a little look here, and it does seem like they're getting pressure rate at 35.3% in every game so far in these first 3 games. Pressured on 41% of his dropbacks, CJ, and they got not necessarily bad news right here for offensive line. They got normal, regular stuff coming on, but everybody looks like this solid. The only problem I have with y'all, bro, I think y'all gonna come out here and score. That's when I'm coming here. I'm not coming in here to be in this long haul, long fight for the game. You already know. I'm coming in for the first quarter, and I think that it's pretty juicy for a reason because this shit is a struggle fest. But there can be inconsistencies on defense here. I think the defense for the for the Texans been playing their ass off, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
they been playing their ass off, bro.
They have.
They can't get no fucking help right here. 20 points for the Buccaneers, bro. 14 points for the fucking Rams, bruh. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. Like, and then they lose against the Jaguars because this is their 3rd game of doing this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, God damn, we've been doing this shit for 3 games. So I got nothing but respect for their defense. I just think that the Titans, bro, like, again, this would be my 3rd time taking them. It's hard for me to jump down here and go up against you, LJ. But first quarter seems like that's the way I'm looking here. Plus 170. Both teams are scoring the first quarter. I haven't made that official yet, but that's why I'm looking. Anything official outside of what you already said? You got any props here or anything else you want to say?
Yeah. I got a prop parlay. I just mentioned that Cam Ward is the most sacked quarterback in the NFL right now. So I'm going to take Will Anderson, our leading sack getter, to go get that boy today, get him a sack, and then I'm going to parlay it with our field goal kicker over 1.5 field goals because he's hit 1.5 field goals 6 out of the last 7 games at home versus the division. And mind you, the Titans have allowed 2+ field goals in all 3 games so far. So I'm just going to correlate those together and get some plus money. I think it's like plus 213, somewhere around there. So, yeah, that's my official prop for the game.
That shit crazy. He got sacked 15 times.
Yep.
In 3 games.
That's 5 a game, brother. That's 5 sacks a game, my friend.
God damn, give the boy some fucking love. Like 15 times, Cam Ward. This is why I'm like, for the 3rd time in a row, and I'm thinking about taking him. Like, I'm almost about to slap myself. But yeah, neither here nor there. Let's go to the next game here. What game that you want to talk about, LJ Lee, the way my brother?
Well, all my plays today that I'm, like I said, put on the show later. I'm on the Bills and the Saints. I'm on the team total, Bills, over 31.5. I mean, they're averaging 30 damn near at home pretty much every game. And the fact that the books want to raise it to 31.5, I ain't scared because you got Spencer Rattler. I mean, on the road, he hasn't won a game, number one. And number two, the 3 road games that he's played on the road versus the AFC, they're averaging 34 points allowed in those games. So I don't see how the Bills are not going to score at least 35. I see the Bills scoring 35 points today. I mean, Josh Allen will get you 2 touchdown passes. Cook is going to probably get you a rushing touchdown. You know, the field goal kicker may get 3 field goals. So that puts you at 30-something right there. And that's how I look at this game. I don't see the Saints doing anything just because of the quarterback. I mean, we got rookie quarterbacks on the road today, man. It's a lot. It's a couple of them, and I'm taking advantage of them today, for sure.
For sure, he's not a rookie, but at the same time, he's playing.
That was a rookie. Man. He played last year, but I get it.
But you know what I mean. But yeah, you can say it's first time really getting starts, shit like that. So you kind of first starters, they're rookies. That's pretty much what what you're saying. But I think of it this way. He did play pretty well last guy. I'm going to give him grace. I'm going to give Spencer Rattler grace. He actually played a pretty fucking good game last week. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, 28 for 39, 218, 1 for 1 for interception and touchdown. It just,
you know what's the key number that you just said, though? 39 pass attempts. Why is he throwing 39 times?
So this is the reason why. Is because the boy Alvin Kamara is getting stopped.
Okay. So they can't run the ball.
Pretty suspect right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no backup punch. You know, back in the day when Alvin Kamara was in his heyday, they had Mark Ingram out there running on the spot. It's been a long time since we heard that.
I remember McAllister was back there. Deuce McAllister.
Deuce McAllister was a beast right there. That's what I like the fucking that's what made me not like the Saints, because you couldn't play with him in the game because he was the only motherfucker good, and you couldn't pass the ball because they quarterback sucked ass on the Madden and shit. So I hated the Saints, bro. Shout out to them though. No, I think they got live. They're pretty live today. I don't think that I'm very jump worthy to. Yeah, I'm not jumping on the Saints. I'm not coming back to back with saying I like the damn Titans and the Saints. I'm not doing that. That's what I'm not doing. I do believe that this is a hefty number for a reason, and the fact that it is a hefty number, it is what it is. I do like that this is a home game for the Bills, and typically their home games has been trending towards the over. I think they're 10-1 the last 11 home games towards the over. So I do like this being an over spot, and I do like that you were saying that you like them to get some points there. So that, going back to what I'm thinking here, I think there can possibly some successful drives here from this boy. And if there's some successful drives in this game, obviously, y'all know where I'm going to go. I'm going to speak on this shit religiously at this point. I do believe that they could possibly get in field goal range in the first quarter. They could possibly get a fumble, get some bullshit on their side that could work in the favor of the Saints. And that's helping us get this first quarter, both teams to score at plus money, because No one is expecting the Saints to do this shit. Like, what?
Mhm.
Why do we expect them to do this shit? So I
You're
really
right.
like them at plus 145. This is a lot less juice than we was getting in the last previous game because we got to depend on Cam Ward, which I do believe no one is expecting him to do that shit either against a top tier defense, like I just mentioned, that's been holding some pretty good offense to some low numbers. So far in this season, I'm happy to start him today in fantasy. I picked him up off the waiver wire. If you want to know, so I do believe that Houston will be able to play some good defense. Maybe not early on though. I'm just thinking maybe later on, early on, they get some little fluky shit on their way, and it works in their favor here. So that's how I'm taking in these first two games. I think that the Saints got a better chance, and I'm more leaning towards making this official with both teams to score in this game than I am in the last game, just because it does make more sense for the Saints to get some little offense worked up within those first few drives, because I think the Bills are going to come down here and score. It's like I said, they're at home. They're going to score. They're going to be able to do what they want. I just need these boys to go out there and get in field goal range. Don't do nothing. Get in field goal range. Maybe pick off the ball from the boy. Put some pressure on the Bills. Maybe they be the ones that don't score early, and you have to worry about them scoring. So I think that could be the way this is shaped up, and there. Yeah, that's how I like that. So I do like that look right there from my guy LJ. I think this is like I said, this is a solid over spot. Let's go to our my game here. This obviously Marcus Mariota revenge game. Dan Campbell, the coach, head coach.
That's what this is, a Mariota revenge game.
Mariota revenge game, or what's the coach over there name? His revenge game. He going up
Dan Quinn.
Quentin. So yeah, we going up against both of these boys. So they definitely want to get us. They want to get us like they don't want to get us. Fact of the matter is they've been having super bad injuries left and right. They lose McLaren. They lose Jaden McDaniels. They lose Eckler. Then they even lose Bill, the new rookie running back. All they got is the boy Hernandez or whatever the fuck his name is, the other running back over there for the Washington Commanders. So that run game is going to be sus, I think, in that regard. Maybe even one-dimensional. And if you could be one-dimensional with a fucking quarterback that we're very much familiar with this boy Mariota, I don't expect Mariota to do a goddamn thing. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I expect the Falcons to put the fucking BTA, and I'm not saying bounce that ass. I'm saying belt that ass. It's going the fuck down on this game here. I do believe that the Falcons smash. I think they get in a good spot here. Get in here early and be able to win this game here. So I do like the Falcons more than any other games that we talked about on the side. I think they are going to be able to get it done. I love the fact that we don't got to worry about the kicker bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of Cool. We got to actually a fucking kick. So in those moments of us only getting a field goal range, we make these fucking spots. I think we're going to get this game, get this W, get pretty much alive in our division. We need this game here. So Washington's going to force Daniels to play against the Chargers next week. I'm actually going to that game. I expect to lose this game and have all the momentum and coming back to try to beat the Chargers next week. I think that is the script here. So we're talking about the script. I'm ahead of y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm about the next game that I'm actually going to go to, which is the Commanders Chargers game. And I do believe that they are going to be they're going to lose this game to us. Boom, and then go out there and try to play a competitive game against them right there against the Chargers next week. So I do think they being back to back on the road, they decided which game we're going to sit Daniels out of these two. You know what I'm saying? Because if he gets back injured, we're going to have to sit him longer. We rather sit him right now, let him rest up, and then play the boy. Force him out there. Maybe even they did that to Terry McLaurin too, because he's already listed out as well. So I think that kind of correlates as well. So I like the Falcons here. I like the Falcons early, and I like the -2.5. So that's my official place to start off the game. I do like the Falcons here. Anything that you like in this game, my brother?
No, I didn't really dive into this one. You know, rookie quarterback Penix. I understand that's your team, but he has a lot to prove. So I just
Everybody rookies. These niggas ain't rookies. They played last year.
did he start last year? Did he start the whole season?
Played a couple games. He ain't got to be a starter there. He got a full off season.
Okay, all these second year quarterbacks. How about that? Like I said, they still have to prove themselves, But you know what? The Commanders, if you look at their defense is old, man. So they're going to start breaking down eventually when the season starts wearing. So right now they look good. Leaving Jay Daniels is taking a break right now, but this is a toss up to me. I think the Falcons at home, they should be there close to try to win the game. I don't think the Commanders, Marcus Mariota, them are just that outstanding to just come in here and bully the Falcons. And the Falcons just got shut out last week, so they should be embarrassed to want to come out and show a good fight. So yeah, I'm with you. I lean Falcons.
I love this next game because it did correlate to what I was talking about already, and it is the Chargers at the Giants. Giants right now are getting 6 at home. They got their rookie. This is the rookie that my guy.
Oh, he's a rookie. Okay, yeah.
Motherfucker is a rookie. And I like this rookie though. This motherfucker be icy. Oh, I be having this chains on this shit. Yeah. Like this is fucking icy. And then on top of that, he is spicy. You seen what he posted today or yesterday about this motherfucker posted Justin Herbert's girlfriend saying ready for game day. What? I love it. I love it. You know you about to start. You know you can back it up now. And you popping it. I like the Giants today, y'all. Like,
hey, I didn't know that, bro. He posted that for real?
Bruh, like I'm not gonna lie. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Oh man, hold on.
I'm gonna look it up, right? Let's be right. Let's be Jackson Dart, right? Yeah. That's his name. Jackson Dart. If this motherfucker did do this, let's all find out. Let's all find out.
That's crazy.
That's all.
That says a lot if you really did that.
I love it. That's all I say. It could be fake. It could have been fake. You know what? I love it though. Yeah. I said I love it because it's still spicy. It's like it fits the same shit, but we got to definitely lock in with this. Let me where did I actually see that shit at?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Where was it at so I can look it up? Let me see.
I don't even know how to see Instagram at. Where's his Instagram?
Post. I'm just gonna look up post.
I can't even find, bro.
You say girlfriend? Who girlfriend was it? Justin Herbert's?
It was Justin Herbert's. From what I see, but look, okay, it could have been fake. He bucked like a motherfucker on that shit.
Yeah, I would.
I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. I look into this game though as obviously it's a rookie on the other side. So we're gonna just be out of all jokes aside, out of all parody and narrative aside, right? The script lies here that the Chargers should be coming out here to whoop ass and ask later.
They say it's fake to Photoshop.
Okay, for sure. Good looking. But I'm telling you, if that shit was real, I would have loved that. I thought it was like a post and delete type thing, though.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
that. They mostly do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, but what I was gonna say, yeah, so yeah, obviously the script here is they come out here and smack these boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They come out here and smack these boys. They're not getting 6 on a road. They're not laying 6 on the road without having any type of offense in motion. They got all the offense going on for them right now. I mean, this is pretty much one of the 3-0 teams that I think that's kind of already solidified themselves in their division because they beat all 3 of the teams in their damn division already. So the Chargers are pretty much cool, and that's the reason why I give them a little bit hard time to come back from that all the way to New York shit, coming all the way back to play the damn Commanders. And the Commanders play the damn Jaden Daniels little charades with them. That's going to be a little harder game for the Chargers than it is for the Commanders there. So I'm kind of expecting them to kind of show out today. That is the reason why I like the Giants, though. I do think the Giants are going to play a little offense, bro. I think that the boy Jackson Dart is going to get his offense off. I think that we see a lot of offense today. I think the unders were trending early on in the season. I think the offense does kick up today. This is one of those both teams have scored that we're not getting any love on the prop here. It is it is necessarily my fault, y'all. I actually went out the wrong shit. My fault. I want to quote the wrong shit. I just had this This is the only one that I really feel like I don't have a good I don't have like a good idea what the script is going to be, because we've been seeing the Chargers pass the ball every damn play, right? They've been passing the ball every play, and I think that they don't have to really do that against this defense. This defense is trying to pass rush. You want to run these boys down. I think that that's kind of the game plan here. You kind of typically do what we always expect you to do in this game, in these last few games. We kind of were expecting these guys to run the ball, Mari Hampton, you know what I'm saying? Get Najee Harris all locked in and all that shit. And obviously he's hurt. You got Amari Hampton, ain't really been doing too much. But yeah, I think Jackson Dart is swaggy though. I do think that he's one of those white boys that you want to invest in. You want to invest in these type of white boys that they gotta have somebody. They gotta have somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? It can't be all Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, damn near Canadian and shit. He from Wyoming. He ain't really appealing. You
think Malik Neighbors' receptions over 5.5 is a good look?
Love him. He going crazy. He might get those. He might get 4 in the first quarter.
He may so. You're right. Because it's minus 150. Usually when it's like that, juice like that, he gonna get that.
He's gonna get that.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to take him. I want to take Jackson touchdown prop. I want to take the over 1.5, and I want to take both teams score, which is plus 135. That's the way I'm looking at this game. I think that the passing yards for Jackson Dart over 189. I think he go crazy. I like he's just swaggy. I like he's just swaggy. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, this is the dude that they really like. If bro don't do good, they gonna really talk shit, because so far none of the niggas that got picked before Shadir don't look too good. This nigga don't look good. Like, he gotta be the iciest nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he got picked way early.
Yeah.
Way early. They said it from the jump. This nigga gonna get picked. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So I honestly I think he is that icy. I think he is that icy. I like what I've seen out of him in preseason. And I think that he's gonna play pretty well there. So yeah, man. Against the Chargers, yeah, they've been playing pretty solid. Not necessarily defensive wise though. Like, they wasn't really playing that much good defense against the Broncos or the Chiefs. I just think that the Chiefs game, we know what happened early. That was a fluky ass first snap where the boy fucking injured their best wide receiver. Now they whole season fucked. You know what I'm saying? And they lose.
He's supposed to come back today though, don't he come back today?
They come back today. But you know what I'm saying? It starts them off on a bad foot. So now they back here now. They only lose by 6 in that game, though. They still was able to muster up some type of offense, and the defense was not looking that good in that game. And they haven't really looked lights out since they only fucking played the fucking Raiders. So, you know, I really think that this is a game where they're gonna probably play some pretty good offense. And I do like the Neighbors there. I like that shot there with Neighbors there. So, back to I let you. You dived into this game, bro. I just really knew I was ranching.
No, my play in this is the under 43.5. I mean,
I understand
the Giants. I mean, you go back to 2021, 24-9-2 to the under at home, 72%. I mean, I don't know. Like you say, the fact that you're saying all this about him now, the Dart, you know, he may come out in the first half and they may put up 14 points. You know, get some excitement in the building. You know, get the Giant fans going. But then the second half come, Harbaugh can adjust. He may not do so much in that second half. So I still believe the total goes under because the Chargers really aren't an explosive team like that. They run the ball, you know, they drive the field, and they usually get field goals because the kicker Dicker is leading the league in field goals. He's 19-5 to the 2+ field goals his last 24 games. So they depend on him a lot to score. So I can easily see this as a ground pound game. Jackson Dart may make a mistake late in the game to get the momentum on the Chargers side, and they just milk the clock. As long as they got the lead, I think they're going to sit on the lead, is what I'm trying to say. They're that type of team that just sit on the lead because their defense can hold it down. So I see the game going under so much. Like I say, I love the trend, which it just correlates to what I was already thinking about taking it under just because of the matchup. So I'm on the under 43.5.
Yeah, the only reason why I give you pushback is just because I like Jackson Dart to go over his 1.5.
Yeah.
Passing touchdowns at plus money, plus 220. And I do like I like both teams to score in the first quarter in this game. The only reason why I give you pushback is just because I do believe that they don't know too much about this boy. And on top of that, those kicking stats that you mentioned, a lot of those came with the Raiders and the fucking Broncos games and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of like those type of styles. And on top of that, I agree 100% with you. These definitely are going to run the ball against the Giants. They don't have to get into a bad situation with this pass rush. This pass rush is the problem with the Giants. They don't want to have to deal with Burns in the backfield. They want to have to deal with him north and south. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of their game plan here, to go straight down the middle with Amari Hampton. I think I like Amari Hampton rushing yards today, rushing attempts.
Mm-hmm. Touchdown too.
I like for sure. Like so I was gonna go parlay. He is included in my touchdown parlay. I do think that his touchdown today is solid. But no, so yeah, that's pretty much it. All I like for this game. And my guy like the under. I like the full game under though, because it ain't going against anything I'm fucking with. But the only reason why I give you pushback is, like I said, it's just shit I like just going against it. Like, you know what I mean? That's all. But yeah, so boom. Next game. Yeah, I'll kick it back to you, LJ. What game that you really got action on, or you looking at that you want to talk about, bro?
We talked about my squad. Touched on the Bills, Saints. Cleveland and Detroit. I'm on Detroit first half. I got the 5.5. I see it's one up to 6.5. So that lets me know that's a good thing when the number moves like that. Mm-hmm. So I got in early just because Cleveland, man, they're 6-12-2 in the first half going back to last year. 3-6-1 on the road. And Detroit is a monster in the first half, especially at home, 15-5 against the spread in the first half, the last 20 games at home. So I don't see the Cleveland can't score. We know that for sure. So even though Detroit gives up a lot of points on defense, I don't see Flacco and that offense just sustaining enough drives and points to get on Detroit like that, just because they're on the road now, coming off a big win versus Green Bay. That was a big win at home. They weren't expected to win that game. So now you come in to Detroit, coming off a big win Monday night versus a team like the Ravens, So I just believe Cleveland's in a bad spot. And historically, they play bad in this spot. So I always tend to history, man. I'm a big history person. What have you done in history to show me you can compete in this spot? And it shows me it's heavily favored to Detroit at home first half. Full game too, but that's a big number. I don't really want to mess with it because Cleveland could do some fluky stuff at the end like they did last week and cover the spread. So I'm just going to trust Detroit first half early. That's where they do most of their damage, and I'm just going to stick to that. And I got Amar St. Brown receptions over 5.5. He just got to get 6 receptions at home. Yeah, I believe he can get that for sure. So those are my 2 plays in that game.
I like that. Yeah, shout out to Sports Bunny, Ocean and Great. Shout out to the people up in the chat. Browns at minus plus 10 on the road against a team that I do think that shown consistently that they're pretty good in the first half historically here. I'm not sure what their numbers looking like recently, and I can pull that up right now actually while I'm talking to y'all. We could look at their first half numbers here. And as I pull that up, why got me in this shit? I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, as I pull that up, I think that I do believe that the Lions haven't showed us enough for their offense yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sure. You know what I mean? A 2-1 right now. They're not necessarily looked at as like a crazy offensive juggernaut. Obviously, last week they looked good. You know what I'm saying? On the Monday night against on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. I wasn't even watching that game. I was knocked out asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even watch a lick of that damn game. But what I do know is that they were able to get their offense back clicking. Shout out to them. Montgomery, he did get the 2 touchdowns that I thought he was gonna get. It's so annoying to me when I woke up to see that too, because I was at the casino in Philly and I'm looking at what makes the most sense without making sense. And it's that him getting down to the goal line and then giving him the ball, let him run the shit in. And that's what I was envisioning. I never even seen the highlights of him getting the touchdowns. So he could have did some crazy. He got 151 yards that game. So he's obviously doing something right. Again, I didn't watch the game, but I had that thought process, right? So coming into this game tonight, I don't necessarily think that their offense is as due as it was prior to the last game, right? Because it was more of a style of play that you're going to get from the Ravens, rather than with the style of play that you're going to get from the Browns. These are two different teams. If the Browns play the Ravens, they're going to play how the Browns play. If you playing the Ravens against the Lions, they are both going to try to score it up. You know what I'm saying? Which obviously was a bad play for the damn Ravens. They need to slow the ball down. That's the fuck they problem is. They need to play AFC North football. I think that's enough film work for the Browns to get back on track and figure that out. If you don't get this, I think somebody needs to be fucking fired, bro. Like, if you don't try to run the ball, don't try to take your time with Joe fucking Flacco and Nick and pick down the line, you know what I'm saying? And Nick and pick down the line to cover this full game, you bullshitting. So I think the Browns are live here full game. I think you're getting right by getting in and out early, because I think that the offense can still be hot for the Lions. They can still have that, the first few series best play mentality going for them. So I do think that the Lions first half makes sense to me. But the full game, I think that you got to find the nitty-gritty plays, take control of the fucking ball. Browns should be able to do something. The problem is that they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give a fuck, though. It is what it is, though. But so I look at it like that. But other than what you said, bro, I love everything you said. I'll leave it at that. Game I want to talk about next is I don't want to talk about the Jaguars. I don't got nothing in that game. I want to talk about the Colts.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing in that game either.
Yeah, let's talk about the Colts though.
I got something in that game.
Yeah, let's talk about the Colts. Obviously, I've been on the bad side of these boys. I've been trying to bet against Daniel Jones because I'm never a believer in, bro. You know what I'm saying? At all, which I shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Why should I be a believer in Daniel Jones? But they've been playing pretty fucking solid, bro. Early, they've been taking control of the games. They covered 2 of the last 3 games. They won 3 out of those games as well. Covering 3, covering every time playing there. So they only been covering, they only been winning. I've just been on the other side of it, just getting my ass wet with it. Right now, they're getting a respectable number against a team that just played pretty well. That's been playing pretty well, I would say, with the Rams. So, I mean, me, bro, I'll kick it to you, kid, because I think that the Rams show me enough that we got to take them serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I've seen them play enough that we got to take them serious here. This is like an exposer type game. I think whoever wins this game, they were telling the truth this whole time. You know what I mean? And whoever loses probably were fucking frauds. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
I think it's that simple here, and I'm going to go back to what I truly believe is that I think the fucking Colts. I think Daniel Jones is a fucking fraud, bro. He covered 3 games. I don't want to go against this motherfucker again. Again, I get hammered, but shit, I think the Rams and Puka Nacua and them boys be able to figure it out. I like that Devontae Adams is starting to get his offense involved as well. So I like the Rams here. I think they are going to be able to, mount up this Kerryon Williams anytime touchdown. It is somebody that's that I do like, and I did add to the touchdown prop there that we're talking about with Mari Hampton. So yeah, that's all I got for this game though.
No, I love that look because that was on my short list for sure. Kerryon Williams.
Mhm.
He's hit a touchdown at home. I believe it's 13-2 in his last 15 at home. He's hit that touchdown.
Nice.
And the Colts have given up a rushing touchdown or passing touchdown, receiving to the running back in all 3 games. So he can either run the ball in or he can catch a pass, a little short pass, catch it, run it in. He can get that touchdown either way. So I believe that's a great look for him. As far as the game, I just believe the Rams are pretty much control this game because the Colts, you notice all 3 of their games have been versus the AFC. They haven't played an NFC team yet out of their conference. And I believe this is a much more valuable opponent for them. I believe Sean
Mhm.
McVay and them are going to have some dialed up today simply because how they came off that loss last week. They knew that they should have won that game. And the fact of how they lost that game, didn't even cover the spread on a walk-off field, block return. Like that could stick to you for a long time. And I know they will seeded on that for a while. So they're going to come into this game with a solid effort, I believe. And like you said, Daniel Jones, he's been fortunate past 3 weeks, but I just think he's been in good positions. His defense has put him in great positions to succeed. And today, I don't believe it's going to do well because the arsenal that the Rams have is pretty solid. Devontae and Puka, probably the top 2 in the league for his 1-2 punch. And I'm on the Puka Nacua's receiving yards, 90.5. I think it's minus 112. He's hit that number in all 3 games. So I don't see why he can't hit it today. Stafford loves him. He's a safety net for the most part. And he can get that, a couple plays because he usually gets about 30-yard, 40-yard bombs occasionally. So he can get that in probably 2 or 3 catches, man. He can get 90 yards. But throughout the game, I believe he can get that. As long as he don't get hurt, because a lot of, injuries we see where we CD last week, man. I just don't understand. Let me rant for a second. I just don't understand. Why would you run a run play with a receiver? Like, he's a receiver for a reason. Now he has to deal with linebackers to tackle him. You don't think that linebacker wanted to have a good shot on CD to put him out that game? Like, Dallas. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Y'all did that, and I just don't understand why you did that. But other than that, like I said, I'm on Puka, 90.5 receiving. I believe the Rams will win the game. I'm not on the spread or nothing. But definitely Kyrie Williams touchdown, and I believe will happen too. So that's how I look at that game.
Nah, fuck with that. I mean, I understand, bro.
Because I was on CD,
with
you know what I'm saying?
I have him in my lineup. I was so annoyed he's in my.
So now you got to scramble and try to find somebody.
I was telling people like, bro, like I was like, I don't really like that. I got to keep CD. Like, I don't really like that shit. Like, I'm really stuck with this nigga. I don't like being stuck with Dak. I like that shit. Like, I'm like, fuck. But I kept him in like the 7th round or some shit. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna keep, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's so much value, but it's like, damn, like I hate that shit. That shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I don't get it, man. Why would you run him in the backfield? What was you trying to do? Like, I would love to understand the scheme of that.
I don't know, man. But shout out to them, man, because yeah, bro. So let's go into another game here. That's obviously another that's interesting, at least. Ravens coming off of a bad loss there. Now they got to play a team that, like you said, they're getting some reinforcements back. Like, you know what I mean? The Chiefs are getting some offense added to their lineup along with, Hollywood Brown. They don't have to worry about Hollywood Brown having to warm up to catch the ball. Like, he has to do every fucking game. Every game, he'll get down the stretch and start catching balls, but the first few catches, the motherfucker ain't catching the ball. Like, god damn, nigga, like, bro, I be the time that I need him to, and I try to take this both team to score shit with these boys, and he's dropping passes and shit. So it pissed me off. Yeah, that pissed me off here. But obviously, this is a short number for a reason. We got the Chiefs at Chiefs getting about 2 points, 2.5 points at the house against a team that just came off of a loss right here. So I kick it to you right here, LJ. Ravens laying 2.5 against the Chiefs. This is a afternoon game.
Man, I'm gonna go to the under because historically the Chiefs at home especially when it's a prime time or even like a late game like this. It usually goes under, man. And I just think that Patrick Mahomes knows how to play the Ravens. I believe he understands their scheme. And the Ravens are heavily decimated injuries on defense, man. I believe I saw like their whole, it was either their defensive line or their offensive line. All of them didn't practice this week. They were all out, I think. So they're decimated with injuries. I know it's a lot of them defense, and I think Patrick Mahomes in the offense and where he's coming back today, so he got an extra weapon. So I believe they're going to want to have a good showing today at home versus a team, that's bidding for a Super Bowl run. Because a lot of people are writing off the Chiefs. They're saying they're not the same. They're not going to make the playoffs. A lot of pundits have said that as well. And players hear this. They may not necessarily hear it, but they get it from the people that they're around. They know about what's going on in this meeting. So, it's all about what motivates you and what kind of statement do you want to make. And the Ravens came off a tough loss, on national TV last week. So I'm expecting them to come out and play well as well. But at the end of the day, at the end of the game, if it's close, I believe the Chiefs, if they got the ball, can pull it out and win the game. But I'm not betting anything except under. Like I said, I'm going to be on the under because I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I think a lot of field goals are going to be decided in this game. I don't think a lot of touchdowns are going to be scored just because I still respect the Chiefs defense as well. The blitz is a thing. Spagnuolo, he'll dial up something for you. So Lamar Jackson, he's going to have to keep his head on the swivel today. He's going to have to run, make plays, get out the pocket, try to make things happen. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to be watching. But all in all, my solid play for it is that under. I believe it's what is the under?
The under in that game, it is 48 and a half.
See, I don't believe it gets to that. So that'll be my play for that one.
My final wrapped up anytime touchdown 3-team parlay. We already talked about Amari Hampton, Kyron Williams. It's Derrick Henry, man, the person that did the fumble. Did the fumbling, didn't get no touchdown.
I agree.
He has to bounce back right here. They got to put him in a situation where he gets to touchdown, multiple touchdowns. And right now we're getting to a point where we get him at a pretty solid price, even though it's minus 168. I like this to add on to the 3-team parlay to make the 3 plus 343. Last time I gave y'all anytime touchdown parlay, we cashed it week 1. We're going to try to bring it back again here. So anytime touchdown parlay here, Derrick Henry, Amari Hampton, Kyron Williams at plus 343. I like that to wrap up this game here. I like this game right here a lot. I don't necessarily want to have anything to do with the size, though. I think this is a game where kind of similar to what we were talking about with the last game, like the Colts and Rams.
Mm-hmm.
So far, we got a good idea what the teams are, but we don't necessarily know all the way. So there's going to be a moment of fraud, and there's going to be a moment of showing. And I think that there's a reason why the Ravens are a favorite here because, like you said, they're already writing off the Chiefs. They're already trying to put them in that situation where their back is against the wall. But like we said prior to that, they do have some reinforcements here. So I still wouldn't count out Patrick Mahomes as an underdog. I know that's probably some good money. I didn't even look that up. I got to look it up right now. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes as an underdog, I'm pretty sure that's good money. So
yeah, he's solid.
Yeah. Let me look that up real quick. Patrick Mahomes. Let me see. Excuse me. Okay. So far, he's 12-3-1 against the spread as an underdog. 11-3 straight up. 11-3 straight up, y'all. Like I said, I don't want nothing to do with the side.
For real.
Prop, and I'm gonna watch this game like everybody else should. I like you said, bro. Just like you said. So yeah, we I gotta go straight to best bets, and we already talked about it. I mean, obviously, I mean, we didn't talk about the late game. I know you may have some. Do you have any action on the late game tomorrow? I mean, tonight. I mean, we just kind of ranted about the Cowboys. I don't really want to talk about them no more after you said that. But Packers actually have been playing really solid. Yeah, that could be a good game here. But yeah, talk about that game, and if you want to end off with your best bets too, LJ, lock in. Let us know, bro.
Yeah, Green Bay, Dallas. I'm on Green Bay first quarter. I love it. They're a great first quarter team since LaFleur has been their coach. And the fact they're coming off that loss, a loss that they shouldn't have had last week, I believe they're going to come out and jump on Dallas early. So I'm on Green Bay first quarter. I'm on Jonathan. Wait, Jacobs. What's his first name?
Josh Jacobs.
Josh. I'm on Josh Jacobs touchdown. Of course.
I like Josh Jacobs touchdown. It was going to be added too, but I didn't want to put too much added on.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
I wanted to win that bet, and then I wanted to possibly play him later.
You don't want to wait till Sunday night to cash. I get you. I'm the same way. So yeah, but I'm gonna tie it with the win though because it's kind of juice. So I'm gonna tie it with the win. And Arbery, man, field goals. I mean, that's Dallas's best player. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that should give some of his money to his field goal kicker because he's been the leading scorer of the team since he's been in the league, man. I mean, this guy is 17-3 to the 2+ field goals his last 20 games. So the Cowboys rely on this man very heavily. Like if they scored touchdowns and he could get the kicking points, bro, he will be scoring all over the field. But the fact that they can't score touchdowns, he has to be that leg that's gonna get you a 60 easy. Like just walk out there and get you a 60. So they have that guy, and Jerry Jones knows he has that guy. He knows that, man. So yeah, I'm on Arbery. I tied it with the Chargers field goal kicker, Dicker, because both of them are leading the league in field goals. So I tied both of them together. So those are my plays. But yeah, Green Bay heavy first quarter, jump on Dallas early.
Yeah, that's bro. I'm so annoyed that I got hit with the AI shit, but at the same time, it was funny. That's all good. That was definitely a good prime show right there.
That's funny.
Yeah, my best bet is gonna be my team, man. Like I said prior to, I think that this is gonna be a moment where the Falcons can show that they are pretty much kind of good. They are pretty good, and catching the team, like you said, is old on the defense, but I think their offense is so decimated. And you're expecting Dan Quinn to fucking do what the Falcons tried to do with Mariota. I don't think that should work out for them. So their revenge tour is going to be held shut. Maybe have to wait till next week. Like I said, it's going to be harder for the Chargers to go across the country to play a healthy Jaden Daniels, McLaren, rather than what is going to happen right now for the Falcons. So I think the Falcons get Commanders here. Like that's -2.5. I like them early as well. I was going to add Bijan here, but something is telling me Bijan is probably going to be one of those guys that don't get a touchdown today as well.
Right? Yeah.
Bullshit. Like it's going everywhere. It's going to Mooney. It's going to fucking Pitts. It's going to fucking London. It ain't going to him though. So type of shit. So who knows? But I hope he does get a touchdown. Don't get me wrong, because I do have him lined up in my fantasy too. So. Shout out to that. I am also on both teams to score in the Giants Chargers game plus 135. And then we also talked about the anytime touchdown 3-team parlay. Derrick Henry, Omari Hampton, Kyron Williams plus 343 3-team parlay. We should be having that cash before the Sunday night game in your hand. And then that way we could lock in maybe Josh Jacobs like our guy just talked about. But other than that, man, you already know where to find me. I'm Try Wham. This is the script. Week 4. My brother LJ from H-Town. Anything you want to let the people know before we dip?
Hey, man, y'all enjoy y'all football Sunday. I will be checking out my team today, try to get this win. Very, very crucial game today. So locked in, Sunday football, man. Let's get this money.
And we out. Peace. Holla at you.